Yeah, because this happened during the change of government. So this is what civil servants do this we have seen. Based on do this just to apportion blame on the what? On the politicians. And the country will see that it's only the politicians who are corrupt, they have done this. That is why we are holding the technocrat in charge. Because if a minister say do this, you think it's wrong, you shouldn't do it. If it costs you your job, you are fair and firm. So nobody should push you to go and do this.
Okay.
Procurement director, were you there when this infraction occurred?
Yes, please.
And you are the secretary to the anti-tender committee, right?
Yes, please.
So you prepared the procurement plan.
Yes, please.
And in preparing the procurement plan, do you put appropriate method against each activity?
Yes, please.
So you knew that this one wasn't going to be done, or you were not going to use request for quotation when you were preparing the procurement plan for approval by the anti-tender committee, right?
Please come again.
When you were preparing the procurement plan, this particular activity, you put appropriate method there. When you were doing it, you use a different method. So as a professional, why did you take a document to the anti-tender committee for approval, and when you're doing the actual thing, you use a different method? Why? Okay. What I want to advise is that when you prepare a procurement plan and you send it to anti-tender committee for approval, you should always stick to that. That is why you have the right to update it every quarter or anytime you want to update it. So please be guided.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Former Chief Director, I mean, she couldn't have done it without it coming through your end because I've been at the ministry. Whatever the directors do, it will have to come through the Chief Director's office before it gets to the minister. You were there, you saw this. Why didn't you do anything about it?
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. One of the things I did, actually I assumed office at the ministry in September of 2024. And one of the first things I did, based on past experience, was to introduce a checklist for all procurement transactions. So I met with the director and briefed her, and I explained to her that I wanted to avoid any procurement issues. And so we should use the checklist that will indicate, you know, the step-by-step, the processes, the threshold, etc. So she agreed, and we started employing this checklist. We used it successfully, and so with this particular one, when it came, I asked or inquired about the request for quotation method that was being employed. And she explained that there was, and I say this with some respect because you have taken exception to the use of, that there was some confusion a bit about the works threshold. Maybe because the amount didn't appear relatively, you know, that high. So she assumed that it was the head of entity who could, you know, authorize and have it done. So that's when the report came to me that these findings had taken place. I had left the ministry by then. I didn't complete the year. I had to leave in December 14th. So I was a bit taken aback, but because I knew that we had employed that system, I assumed that everything was in place based on the fact that historically we had been using this. And so admittedly, this is an infraction that was avoidable. And I must sincerely maybe apologize to members, because this was not supposed to have happened.
So, Chief Director, this infraction will be referred to Attorney General's Department for prosecution, because you have breached the law, and then we are referring this matter to Attorney General.
So, Minister, the total rejected amount was 33.2. And then when you look in the report, it says that the component that relates to the exchange rates loss was 14.5. So you still have some explanation to do for the rest of the amount.
Budget. Explain.
Thank you, Honorable. I'll beg for a minute. I'll get back. Honorable Chair, so from the recommended rate that we had for the 6 different contracts, when the new rate or recommended rate was applied, we made savings of 2.3 on the Fort Anthony. We made 4.1 million savings on Fort Orange. We made 1.3 million savings on Fort Apollonia, and 4.1 on.
So what was the total for
the total was 8.5 million savings.
Well, in this report, it says that your exchange rate, when you translated, they used, your rate was 16.76.
They were varied.
To $1 for one company. Then the other company was 19.06, and then 16.38. But then they used one BOG rate of 14.7.
Yes, ma'am.
And based on that, the variance was 14,575,792 Ghana cedis and 70 pesos. Do you have a copy of the report?
Yes, I do.
Please go to page 141 of the special audit report. That's where I'm reading from. Apart from the exchange rates, there were other things that you included in the rejected amount of 33, and that is what I want to know.
Honorable Chair, I also had the information from the auditors that the vehicle was valued at 31 million instead of
Which vehicle?
Okay, so accompanying the contract were vehicles that were going to be used for monitoring.
Accompanying which contract?
The forts and castles. Because at the time, it was seen that the museums did not have vehicles. They only had about 2 old vehicles which could not do the monitoring because the structure that had been put in place to fast track the whole contract was to do it within the shortest possible time. So they recommended that they buy vehicles.
I want you to help me here.
Okay.
There's a 33 million rejected amount. Can you give me the components, the breakdown of the 33 million? You have explained a part of it for the exchange rate losses. The remainder, what constituted that?
Okay, so I was trying to mention an 18 million savings that was made out of an error of transposition that was reported. Vehicles worth 13 million.
18 million
Yes.
Ghana cedis.
Yes, ma'am.
Transpositional error.
Yes, please. What happened was that in capturing the information for the Ministry of Finance to the auditors,
Yes.
instead of 13, they captured a 31 million.
Oh.
So when the invoice came, we noted.
And they matched it
yes,
against the invoice, you realized.
we alerted the auditors that there was this problem, and so they corrected it. And that was a
13 was translated into,
to 31.
transposed to 31.
Yes, please. So when it was corrected,
Okay, so that
the
the difference of
invoice.
18 million.
Yes, please.
Okay, was also rejected.
yes, please.
So part of it, and
Yes,
then the rest.
I'm beginning to wonder where that came, but
Oh, sir, this report, when it came out, the auditors called you and you met them at Ministry of Finance. Didn't that happen?
Honorable, yes, please.
And you guys went through all these reports. Now, you come and sit in front of us and you don't know, and it's now that you're going through papers. So what was the use going to Ministry of Finance, meeting the auditors and discussing these reports with you? Exit meeting that you guys had.
Yes, Honorable, at the time, I remember that these issues were explained and admitted. And so the directives that were given, we followed. And that's how come I'm able to speak to some of these issues. But the difference is where I'm trying to get to.
Yes, but you
the
knew you were going to answer these queries in the reports, and so you should have provided us, should have come well prepared with these ones. So you are still missing 18, 14, you are still missing some amount.
Yes, I'm trying to.
Chair, may I? So, upon assumption of office, I saw that the reports from UNESCO on the forts and castles were damning. In fact, in 2022 and I think 2024, the reactive committee had indicated that Ghana was likely to be delisted from their list of the heritage. So, in fact, I had to go to France even on this matter to go and plead on behalf of Ghana. Following up on that, I tried to reach the former director for the Ghana Museums and Monuments Board, a gentleman called Ntiamoa. As we speak, he has never responded to my call for us to sit and discuss these issues. I see why the budget officer is struggling to speak to these matters, because these were handled between the minister and GMMB director. I want to suggest that because of the lack of transparency on how these monies were disbursed and used for the restoration of the forts and castles, that you do recommend this to the Attorney General so that we have some closure on this matter. As we speak, we still stand the risk of being delisted, so I'm very passionate about it, and I would like to suggest to the committee that you ensure that you assist us to get to the bottom of this by recommending to the Attorney General to take charge of it. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable Minister, that's why I asked him if he was privy to the report. All that I'm asking him is in the report, and I'm expecting him to go through the reports and tell me. Because the 14.5 million, I picked up from the reports. The procurement infraction, I picked up from the reports. The other instances are a rehabilitation of your building. It's in the reports. The other ones are additional computers that the auditor said you had duplicated the amount. It's in the reports. So I was expecting him to go through the reports and just tell me that the rest, the difference, is what you have here, because we want them to speak to it to confirm what the auditors have said. There was a renovation of reception and drivers' units. That is also in the reports, that it was rejected. That's why I asked, have you seen the reports? Have you looked at the reports? Everything that I'm asking you is in the report, and I expect you to go to the page and give us clarity on that. So the difference is here.
Honorable, thank you. So the responses I gave were specific to the forts and castles. But referring to your question, I realized that other issues have been added to the forts and castles, which sum up to the 33 million. So the explanation I gave...
And that was what I was expecting you to speak to, because you had spoken about the error one, the transposition error. You had spoken about the exchange rates differentials. And then there were others in this same report that I was expecting you to speak to, and that will add up to make up for the difference, to get you to the 33 million rejected amount. And that was what I was expecting you to do, because it's in the report. Usually when you come here, we want you to give us clarity. Yeah.
Very well, Honorable.
So, Minister, your point well noted, and we will all help to make sure we keep our heritage sites as we are supposed to keep it, because it also brings us a lot of benefits. Yes, thank you.
Madam, your request will be adhered to. This is something that we would suggest to the Attorney General to get involved and then make sure that we found out what happened. So, Madam, you are discharged.
On behalf of the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, I want to express my profound appreciation to all of you for the work that you're doing and for attending, for assisting us through this engagement. I thank you.
But, sir, Madam, sun winning, how is the situation now in your constituency?
Chair, please overrule him.
OPK, you are overruled.
Yeah.
Sand winning.
All right, now let's call Inchimuru District.
No, Inchimuru. Yes, Inchimuru.
Yes.
Minister, moving forward, your team, they should come very well prepared, because everything was right here, and then you said, give me a minute, give me two, right here. So please.
I'll be sending him to you for tutorials when you are done with the committee's work.
But thank you so much for attending upon us, because I know where you were and then you had to come all the way here. Thank you.
Inchimuru, please.
Is scratching Inchimuru not there?
Ministry of Tourism, you are discharged. Oh, if they don't want to go, I have another one.
They don't want to go.
And tomorrow, you took the oath, right? Huh?
shall give before this committee, touching the matter in issue, shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Introduce yourself to the committee, please.
My name is Issa Sadat, Coordinating Director.
My name is Martin Kufianato, District Chief Executive.
My name is Amos Bacha, District Engineer.
Okay, your first infraction is from paragraph 496 on the DACF account, and Honorable Frankie Eboa will handle that one.
Thank you, Chair. In Chumunu, your infraction is on an abandoned project, 2 projects. One has to do with the construction of a chip compound at K-Com Ventures. Oh no, at Wandando, correct. The second one is the construction of fence wall, security post, and car park at Agric Directors Bungalow at Chinderi. At the time of the audit, the chip compound, the percentage of completion at that time was 70%, and that of the one at Agric Directors Bungalow was 24%. And the source of funding is DACF. So before you tell me the status now, how do you budget for such projects?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The 2 projects mentioned were legacy projects. And when we came to power, fortunately, as a result of good governance, monies were made available, and we have successfully completed them.
I understand, but my point is that this is not MP's project, or it's Assembly's project.
Yes.
And if you look at the amount, the contract sum is 150,000. And at the time of the audit, you had paid 87,000, remaining 61,000. So are you saying the Assembly didn't have 61,000 to complete the project? But I had to wait for the auditors to come before
At that time.
Now, 2024. Now, okay, so what's the status of the first one, the chip compound?
Madam Chair, by the grace of God, we have completed the 2 projects.
Is it in use? The chip compound, is it in use?
We are yet to hand over. The contractor has handed over to the Assembly, and we are arranging to hand over to the community.
So you mentioned good governance, and you're also aware that, are you the DCE?
Yes, please.
You are DCE for the whole district.
Yes, please.
And if you are talking about good governance, then you should also be aware that every contract has provisions that you have to comply with. Now, I know for a fact that somewhere in your contract, there was a deferred liability clause of 3 to 6 months that the contractor will give you after handing over. Now the project has been handed over to you. You haven't started using it. It has not been handed over to the health directorate or something. When did you take over?
When was that? Last 2 weeks.
Do you have a letter to that effect? When did the contractor invite you for the handing over?
Thank you, Madam Chair, actually, I want to provide clarity on this matter. I am the coordinating director.
Okay.
The contractor actually came to hand over, but we did an expanded monitoring and inspection of the site and realized that there were some defects that he needed to correct. So,
Before you continue, do you have consultant on the project?
no, please.
Do you have consultant on the project?
No, please.
So who was supervising the project?
The assembly was the one in charge.
So the works department was
The works
supposed to-
department, I mean.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
so
a
be-
private
So
consultant.
before the contractor wrote to you that you needed to take over the project,
Yes, please.
why didn't you commission your works department to do their independent assessment of the project before before the contractor will even come back to you?
Well, he wrote notifying that he wanted to hand over.
Yes.
And we commissioned the works department together with the health directorate,
Yes.
because they would be the beneficiary
Yes.
department, to go and inspect. When they went there, they found that there were some few defects that the contractor needed to rectify. So as we speak, he has not handed over yet until those defects are rectified.
But the DC just mentioned that it has been handed over. And he's the same person who spoke about good governance. So why don't you let the good governance trickle down to everywhere?
Madam Chair, I think that's why I came in.
Why did you come in? You came because your DC wasn't telling the truth or what?
No, not that, Madam Chair, but I realized that I needed to
Because you were attempting to lie?
bring clarity on the matter.
Because you was lying?
No, please. No, please. The information was not too clear, so I needed to bring clarity on the matter.
This committee doesn't work on partisan basis. So when you come and you're answering the question, please see yourself as the DC for Chumurum district, and you are there for all the parties.
Thank you, sir.
Don't come here and do politics, please.
Thank you, Honorable.
Now, please continue. So, as it stands now, you've not taken over the project. So how soon are you going to take over the project? And when is the contractor coming back?
The contractor promised coming back. He gave us 3 weeks.
Did you do any variation to the contract?
No variation, please.
So for the chip compound, you only owe him 61,000.
The person who can answer the question, let that person answer. It looks to me like you guys were not prepared. You thought we are just coming to Aqua Safari just to enjoy the scenery.
Okay.
Madam Chair, the contract was started in 2016. When we came, we realized that the contractor on it was not helping. So there was, if that is what we mean by revaluation or re-evaluation, we abrogated the contract, repackaged it before we gave it out the second time. That was
okay, so did you give it to K Ventures or different contractor?
Yeah, fortunately, you know, when the contract was abrogated, we went into it. We realized it was no fault of him, because he didn't have money to continue. So there was that free flow, if they could reapply. So he reapplied, and fortunately
And he won.
he won.
So what's the new contract sum for the project?
Can you remember? Can you remember?
The new contract sum is about 240,000.
So how much have you paid so far?
Madam Chair, as of now, we've paid minus retention.
Okay, so who certified the work done before it was paid?
Our engineers.
So why must they certify that everything was fine, and then later on they will come and tell you that there are defects on the project?
Thank you, Madam Chair. The second certificate that IPC that he raised, and that was honored, was paid before he wrote for the notifying us to come and take over the project.
No, my point is that, no, I want all the assembly, we are all learning. Yes. The point is that every project must have a consultant for supervision purposes. Now, you are saying that your works department was the consultant on the project. Yes. And for every RPC to be paid, it must be certified by the consultant. So if every amount in the contract or on this contract has been paid, it means that works has been certified before payment was made. Is that not the case? So if yesterday you certified that everything was fine, the money should be paid, and then money was paid. Today, the contractor is saying, I'm done, come for your project or facility, and you are saying that there are defects. So how did your works department certify the project to be okay, and therefore you paid? And today they are telling you that there are defects on it.
Madam Chair, the issue was when he came that he had completed, we asked the technical people, including the West Department, to go and inspect. And when they came, they said it was okay until the Health Ministry or the Health Directorate went with them when he came to hand over.
So you are not saying that the Health Directorate have the technical know-how more than your works department?
Yes, the technical man.
So who is in charge of procurement? Or works?
It's not here.
Works.
So what's your position there?
Engineer.
And so engineer, so
yes.
you were part of the group or the team that
yes,
certified that the work done was okay, and
yes,
therefore
sir.
money was paid, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So why then are you saying that after completion, you're saying the work done is not okay? There are defects on it.
Well, the problem is that when the contractor completed the work and sent in the final letter for the handing over, we went there and verified the work done by the contractor based on the BOQ. But there is some work that when we did the monitoring, there is some work that we want to add it to the contractor to do. But when you take the BOQ...
Hold on. So your inability to accept the project is not as a result of defects?
No, it's not as a result of defect, but it's an additional work that we want to add.
The DC just mentioned that there are defects on the project.
Yes, that's what I want to clarify. When you take the BOQ... No.
Mr. Chair, I don't think they are taking it serious.
No.
Oh, we are pleased.
Madam Chair.
Maybe the defect my coordinating director was saying, what was in the BOQ was satisfied.
No.
But when you look at the roofing, the initial roofing that they did, there are stains on it. So when the monitoring team, including the Health Directorate, came,
don't worry, let me talk to the engineer. Engineer, how many times did you pay the 240,000, the contract? How many times? How many RPCs did they bring for you to pay?
It's 2.
So when you pay the first one, what was the basis for paying the first one?
We paid the first one per the work done.
And when they brought the certificate telling you that this work has been done, did you go to the site to check before you approve it?
Yes, first, if a contractor requests for
I know the process, so I'm just asking you. You went to the site to check
went to the site
against what they brought?
Yes, against the work done.
Thank you. Let's go to the second one. When they brought a second RPC, did you check against the actual work done on the site?
I checked against the actual work.
So
we went to the site.
If on both cases, or in both cases, if you checked, how then is the finance director saying that the defect on the project when you have checked all of them?
The defect that my director is saying is the roof, which is not in the previous bill that we did. We think it's okay. But when we went for the last monitoring with the head people, and we all agreed that, oh, okay, looking at the building right now, the roof does not benefit it, so let's paint the roof. So is the roof work that is going to add like additional work that my director is
But
saying?
when we were paying, did you not pay inclusive of the roofing?
No, the roof part, the roof is not part.
So you said you paid everything minus retention, meaning that the contract sum had been paid.
Yes, boss.
So how are you going to get roofing on it, on the building, if roofing wasn't part of the contract?
Boss, what I'm saying is that this project that we are talking of is a project that started 2014.
We understand that.
Yes. And when we are doing, when we are about to complete it, we didn't add the painting of the roof. Because if you look at the roof is okay. So we didn't add it. So
the rejection is the painting of the roofing, not the roofing itself?
No, the retention is the agreement that we are having now with the contractor. That if the roof can be painted, and we will treat that one as an additional work. It's not part of the work that the contractor is supposed to do.
Mr. Chairman, please bear with me. I'm saying that the roofing that is in contention now,
yes,
was it not part of the original contract?
It's not part of the original contract.
So which roofing did you include in the contract?
The roof was there already. The previous contractor, when I said it started from
I understand that. So
yes,
when you were repackaging, hold on, let me help you. When you were repackaging the project, it had a roof.
Yes.
Yes.
The roof is already there.
Yes.
Roof, yes.
So in the new contract, did you include a new roof or you just maintain the old roofing?
I maintain the old roofing because the roof is actually good. So
you maintain the roofing?
I maintain the old
So
roofing.
if, per your technical experience and the rest, if you felt that the roofing was okay, why are you now changing it?
By the quality of the roof, the member is okay. But what I'm saying is that like it needs some additional painting, like a spraying. That's all. And if you look at that cost will be better than taking everything off and re-roof it again.
So you are now removing the whole roofing, or we are just painting it?
We are not roofing it. We are just painting it. Yes.
The chair. We have pictures of what we are seeing.
Yes, Auntie.
We have pictures of what we are seeing to
Look,
clarify.
what you should have done was to give it to the auditors at the time they came there.
Sorry, sir.
We are not the ones going to look at the roof. Auditors were there. Yes, sir. Honorable.
Okay. So
Honorable
auditors.
Kunedo and then you.
Okay, so auditors, have you inspected the project to see that it's completed?
Honorable Chair, they have informed us that the project has been completed, but we are yet to do a follow-up to inspect.
Okay. This is the last one. The construction of the fence wall, the security post, and the car park at the Agri Director's bungalow. What has happened to that one?
That one has been completed.
Taken over. If they complete, have you taken over?
Taken over.
As you have you accepted it from the contractor that it's done, and you don't have anything to do with the contractor again. That's the point. That's what I mean.
That one, the contractor has been given another work, and we set a date for him to come and hand over finally. But it has been completed.
Honorable DC, hold on. You see, you appeared before this committee with a team. So you are leading the team. So the honorable member refers the question to you, but you reserve the right to ask any member of your team to respond.
Thank you.
You don't have to try and answer every question.
Thank you, sir.
So please be advised. Thank you.
And to add to it, you were not there at the time of the audit, were you? 2024 report, were you there?
None of us.
So these people were there.
No, none of us.
If there was anything that was cooked or whatever, they were the ones who did it. But if you feel you are the chief executive and you want to take all responsibility, no, sir.
No, sir.
Chairman, with respect, Chairman, DC, did you have a look at the infractions before you came? Did you have a look at the audit report before you came?
Yes, please.
Did you, please?
Yes, please.
You did.
Yes, please.
And did you look at the period from which the audit infraction and the project commenced and was expected to have been completed?
Madam
Hey,
Chair,
if I may, you made a point of 2016. Your engineer made a point of 2014.
there are two projects.
Wait. In the report, one of the projects, the construction of the chips compound, started in 2014 August. And the construction of the fence wall started in 2023 to 2023. So let me ask you, the construction of the chips compound was in 2014, expected to have been completed in 2015. It was not primarily more than a year for it to be completed. And in your initial statement that you said because of good governance. So now you have money to complete the project. Do you know the period in which we are talking about for this contract? And the reasons why they could not finish or complete with the project. It was in 2014 to 2015. Was there bad governance then? That is why you could not complete the project then.
Honorable, what I came to hear was lack of funds.
And I'm asking you, in 2014 to 2015, was there bad governance? That is why they could not complete the project.
I'm looking at the current governance system.
The question I'm asking you is just specific. The project was in 20
Benjamin Techi and Tiedu, Clerk to the Public Accounts Committee.
Cletus Seydou Dapla, MP for Jirapa, member of the committee.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Frank Yabua. I'm the MP for Achuma Mwabiaja North in the Ashanti region, and I'm a member of the committee. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Godfred Seydou Jesau. I'm MP for Wa East. I'm a member of the committee. Thank you.
My name is Abna Osayasari, Member of Parliament for Itiwa East and the chairperson of the committee.
Good morning. My name is Samuel Atamils, MP for Commander Edina Iguafo Abrem. I'm the ranking member of the committee, but presiding today. Don't call me Madam Chair, because I'm a man.
My name is Kwame Jijoli Gakpe, Member of Parliament for Keta and the Deputy Ranking Member for the committee.
Good morning, Madam Chair and members. I'm Alhaj Muhammad Bawa Brahma, MP, Ejurasa Chadumasi, a member of this committee.
Auditors, please.
Good morning, Chairman. My name is Ajin Evans Kobina, Regional Auditor, Central Region.
Good morning, Honorable Chair. My name is Michael Ado, Assistant Auditor General, Audit Service.
All right. What we'll do is that I'll call the first 9 assemblies. You will come in, we'll administer the oath. Then I'll call you one by one for us to go through. Let's do that so that we can finish on time. So the first 9 that came in, we have Guma Central. Come and we'll administer the oath. Asin South District, Gomua East, Asin Fosu Municipal, Ekumfi District, Chifo Etimokwa, Chifo Heman Lower Dentra, and Aguna West District. And there's a common fund administrator here. Common fund. And please join them and then let them administer the oath. And if Zoom line is here, you may join them and then administer the oath.
Touching the matter in issue shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Okay, can we get Guma Central to sit, please?
I, Annabella Santoabua,
do in the name of Almighty God swear
do in the name of the Almighty God swear
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
that the evidence I shall give before this committee
touching the matter in issue
touching the matter in issue
shall be the truth,
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
All right. Would you introduce yourself to the committee, please?
Thank you, sir. My name is Adu. Good morning, Honorable Chair and other panel members. My name is Hakman Kobina Edu, the DC for Guma Central.
Okay.
Please, Honorable Chair, my name is Ruby Sichope Besaga, the District Coordinating Director for Guma Central District Assembly.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Simo Yao Ajinyon, the District Finance Officer.
Thank you. My name is Isahaku Hamdu, District Internal Auditor.
Right. And Madam, if you could introduce yourself.
I am Annabelle Abua, DACF.
Okay. Just to let all of you know, you are live on parliamentary TV. You are live on Facebook, and you are live on so many other social media handles. So just watch it. Madam, DACF, what position?
I'm the Principal Operations Manager.
Okay, all right. Now, Guma Central, let's start with your infractions. And the first one is on, when it comes to the accounts, paragraph 189. And Honorable Frank Yeboah will be taking care of that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Guma Central. You're welcome. You've been chasing.
Please, thank you.
You've been chasing the government for money, for funds. Meanwhile, your internally generated fund is sitting somewhere with other people to be collected, totaling 152,930. But you manage to collect just 36,000, leaving 116,298. Why should it be so? Thank you.
The said amount has been resolved.
I've heard that one, but the question is, why should you be chasing the government to give you funds? Meanwhile, in your own district, some people are owing you that you need to collect. Why you couldn't collect for the whole year? Why?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think the chunk of the money was from Ghana, Vodafone Ghana Limited. We were chasing them severally. The chunk of the money came from the Vodafone Ghana Limited. We were chasing them severally, but they were not paying. Later on, we got our prosecutor to file some summons, and they paid. And the other one to have to deal with some of our ratepayers. They are these petty traders, and when you go to them, they give complaint every now and then, and later on, we're able to retrieve all those amounts involved from them, and they were able to pay all. And the auditors came to verify it. Thank you.
We'll go for the verification. So how is it like? What happened in 2025? Did you manage to, or have you improved in the collection?
Yes, we've improved upon the collection very well. And I think 2025, we're able to even exceed our target by, about 10%.
Oh, thank you. Auditors, they are claiming that they've collected 116,298. Can you confirm, please?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we can confirm that the entire amount has now been collected.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chair, I'm done. That'll be it. Thank you.
Sir, Guma Central, please, do you know the law on the collection of monies, that funds on behalf of the state? Do you know the law on how long you are supposed to hold that money for?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think when the money is collected within 24 hours, we are supposed to pay into the account.
So when the auditors came, they cited this infraction. You went through your 30 days and then the exit conference and everything. You still hadn't gotten the money at that time?
Yes, Madam Chair. For example, Vodafone Ghana, in fact, we were on them several times. They were not paying for about 3 consecutive years. They were not paying. So the money accumulated to some of
So once you know the law, can we please stick to the law and abide by the law, especially when it has to do with corporate organizations? They should do better.
Yes, Madam
You
Chair.
understand? So insist on applying the law and not
Madam.
break it for you to be cited, for you to come all the way to this place to answer something that could have been done immediately, even whilst the auditors were there.
Yes, Madam. Thank you very much. Okay.
Guma Central, understand that with the infractions, you have the most. And most of it is on accounting. And if I were you, you are the head of accounting, right?
Yes, yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, it means you have a lot of work to do. Collection, the first one was collection. The next infraction is on lorry parks and sand winning. Amount unaccounted for was 13,386, and this was from 5 collectors.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think they've been able to account for it. And
Sir, it's not about they've now collected it. You sat down for 5 collectors to keep 13,386.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Honorable Chair, I think the amount were actually collected at the time of the audit. But when the auditors finished, I don't know what actually happened. So I showed to them.
Sir,
yes, sir.
Sir, your statement, let's go through an exercise.
Yes, please.
How long did the auditors spend at your place?
For about 3 weeks.
About what?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yes, please.
And before they left, they sat down with you?
Yes, please.
And then when they went about 2 weeks later, you got a management letter, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
If you add the 2 weeks to the 3 weeks, how many weeks now?
Yeah, about 5 weeks.
5 weeks. And in the management letter, how many weeks did they give you for you to collect this amount of money so that it doesn't get into the report? Hello?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Honorable Chair.
When they wrote the, Mr. Chair and Honorable Chair, they are the same.
Thank you.
They gave you the management letter. And you were supposed to report in how many days?
Within 30 days.
Within 30 days.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
And that if you didn't report, if you didn't get the money within the 30 days, what would happen?
It would have been, we would have asked the police to be involved to make sure we get this.
Sir,
but
you are live on national television.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
You just took an oath.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
To do what?
To speak the truth.
You said you collected it during the audit.
Yes.
Are you trying to tell me that after the management letter, you collected the money within 30 days?
Honorable Chair, what actually happened that within...
Did you collect the money within 30 days?
Part of the money were being collected before the audit. But, so we gathered the receipts that the collectors brought. So we will compile it and then we show it to the auditors. And the date of the correction were stated on the control receipt book that we showed to the auditors. So part of it was collected even before the audit.
Sir,
yes.
Didn't you go through with the exit conference with the auditors about the money?
Yes, Honorable Chair. So we went through with them, and then finally we came to an agreement and they verified.
Auditors, could you confirm if this man collected the money within 30 days?
Honorable Chair, this infraction was actually brought to the attention in the course of the audit. The revenue could not be accounted for at the time. It was after the report that they were able to provide the necessary documents to account for that revenue. If he is indicating that the money was collected before even the audit or even at the time of the audit, the issue is that they could not provide evidence of that during the audit. We could not account for it. And so the issue was raised in our report. And subsequent to the audit report, they brought the documents to account for the revenue.
The accounting officer, right?
Yes,
your proper title.
District Finance Officer.
District Finance Officer. Your name again?
Simon Yao Ajinyo.
Did you hear what the auditor said?
Yes, please.
That you didn't collect it within the 30 days. Did you hear that?
Yes, Honorable Chair, I heard it.
So you telling us, this committee, that you collected in 30 days, is that true or false?
Honorable Chair, within the 30 days, we collected it and then we collected some. And
you collected fully?
No, we collected some and the remaining ones were also collected.
So by telling us that you collected the money within 30 days, was that true or false?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. What I was trying to refer to is that part of it were collected during the audit.
I'm not worried about what you are trying to. Did you collect the full amount within 30 days?
No, please, Honorable Chair.
So what you said earlier that you collected the money, you collected some of it even before the auditors came. That was not true. Isn't that the case?
Honorable Chair, I'm sorry. Thank you, sir.
You have to withdraw and apologize.
I withdraw and I apologize accordingly.
We are not playing over here. You can't come and sit here and think you can tell us stories and get away with. That should be a lesson to you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Because you could be cited with perjury. And do you know the consequences of Parliament charging with perjury? Look at all these infractions. All Guma Central. It looks like you really don't care about it. All right. Your ministry is listening to you. And you came from the Control and Accountant General's office, right?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Good. And he is also listening to you. Now, the next infraction is on paragraph 234. And Honorable Abner Siasa will take it.
Sir, the auditors are saying that you failed to pay salaries of commission collectors. Is that why they also held on to the money that they had collected?
Thank you, Madam Chair. We owe them some commission, but later on we've tried to pay to the commission collectors.
So we are told they collected 339,000 Ghana cedis.
No, ours about 60-something thousand.
Yours is about?
Yes.
67?
Yes.
No. I'm talking about the amounts accounted.
Okay, the total collection, okay.
Do you have the report in front of you?
No, I don't have it. I was referring to the commission, the commission amount.
You don't have the report in front of you? So what have you been speaking to all this?
No, I have the report.
Okay, so yes. Go to paragraph 235 and read for me.
Let me see that sheet. Yes. Yes, that one. Yes, Madam Chair.
Please read paragraph 235 of the report for me.
234. That one is not there. No.
Sir, do you have the reports?
Yes.
DFO, if you don't have the reports, I'll give you one. Do you have the reports?
Madam, what I have is not the extract of
It is not what you have. This is the Auditor General's report.
No, I don't have that
and you
one.
have been cited in that report.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
And I'm asking you, do you have the report?
No, Madam, please, I don't have that one table here.
Okay, so please, one has been given to you. Read to paragraph 235. Paragraph 235 is on page 54, please.
Madam, please, I have it here.
Please read it for me.
Contrary to the above provision, we noted that the Commission.
Can you please speak into the mic?
Contrary to the above provision, we noted that 3 Commission revenue collectors collected and accounted for 339,252.61 Ghana cedi. But management of Guma Central District Assembly failed to pay the agreed 20% commission of 67,850.28 Ghana cedi to them. This
so,
is
what 60,000 are you referring to when the report says 339,000?
I'm referring to the 20% commission of 67,000.
I am talking about the fact that 339,000 was collected, and you said 60,000.
So, Madam, that's correct. 339,000 is correct amount, please.
Okay. So, next time, please listen before you answer.
Yes, madam.
Because you denied the 339,000. That's why I asked that you look into the report and speak to the report.
Thank you,
and the commission is 67,850.
Yes, madam.
And not the 60,000 you mentioned. So we are asking, have you paid it to the collectors?
Yes, madam. We pay to them.
Auditors, can you please confirm?
Honorable Chair, we do not have evidence to support that assertion. Indeed, the last time we did the follow-up, and evidence to that effect was not provided. So we don't know when they got it, if they have it.
Sir, in your previous audits that you were cited for, you confirmed to us that you had discharged your obligations. How did you discharge it? You sent evidence to the auditors to confirm. So why have you not sent the same evidence to the auditors on this particular infraction? And yet you are saying that you have gone ahead to pay the collectors.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Please, at the time of the verification, but then we've not paid. Later on before we paid. So when
you said you have paid, and it's the same for the other one. So at the time of the verification, you didn't have everything. When you got it, you went to show it to them as evidence, and that infraction was cleared.
Yes,
and I'm asking you, why haven't you shown this also, the clearance, for them to validate? And yet you are saying that you have cleared this infraction on your own.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, when we paid this one, I called our district auditor to inform him about it. So
when did you pay?
We paid 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, this report was presented to Parliament somewhere in July 2025, and you paid 2 weeks ago. Yet you come and sit here as if it is the auditors who have failed to validate you.
No.
You are refusing to tell us that you paid just 2 weeks ago. Can you show evidence to the auditors, and then they can?
Yes, madam.
If you have it, I want you to hand it over to them now. For this particular infraction, you are now showing it to the auditors. The auditors haven't spoken to Agnes Aqua, Isaac Amu, and Henry Ochre to ascertain as to whether clearly they have received the monies that belong to them. So this infraction will still stand until they go to the field and confirm from these people that truly they have received their 20% commission. Until then, this infraction still stands.
Yes, madam.
And you don't create the impression that you have done the needful and that is the auditors who are failing to do their work. Something that was sent to you when? July 2025. You pay in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now was when? Somewhere 3rd week in April. And and then you come and sit here and said you have discharged your obligations without validation from the auditors. Please, let's be serious here.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
DFO, you were there at the time of the audit, 2024, weren't you?
Mr. Chair, please, I was there.
You were there?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You see, we have gone around the whole country. Your answers are disturbing. Let me read you the report, this 2024 report. The finance officer explained that the anomaly was caused by delay in a formal request by the collectors for the payment of commission. These are people working for you. They are collecting commissions for you. You are supposed to pay them 20%. And this is the reason that they have to make a formal request. And you only paid them just 2 weeks ago. Just 2 weeks ago. You are the DC, right?
Yes, sir, Madam.
Yes.
Mr. Chair.
Listen and listen closely, because there's a lot going on in your assembly that you will never know about. You will never know about. The finance officer paid them just 2 weeks ago, and these are people supposed to be collecting commission for you. And Guma Central, you have the most infractions, and most of them are from the finance office. Mrs. Minkashri, let's move on. The next infraction is on paragraph 239, and Honorable Edem Agbana will take care of that.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, paragraph 239. The Assembly has been cited for pay the Tier 1 and Tier 2 contributions for an employer, for 10 employers, amounting to over 6,000 Ghana cedis. If the Honorable DC can explain why the Assembly did not comply with the regulations.
Yes, sir, Honorable Member. Yes, in fact, when I took over, some of these things came to me, and later we made sure that such amount was also paid.
Mr. Chair, if the auditors can confirm whether these payments have been made now.
Yes, Honorable Chair, the amount has been paid to both Senate and then the hedge fund. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Who is supposed to be in charge of paying the Tier 1 and Tier 2? Use a microphone, please.
Sorry. Mr. Chair, the DFO.
The DFO?
Yes.
Were you there at the time of the audit?
No.
My advice to you is when such a question was put to you, you weren't there. The DFO sitting over here.
Okay, now Volta region. We'll have whole municipal. Come, we'll swear you in, and then we'll finish, and then we'll call you one by one. Whole municipal, Keta Municipal, Keta, Anloga, Adaklo, Central Tongu, Hohoi Municipal, Akachi, Pando, South Tongu, Afajato South, Agotime Zope. Central Tongu. Have I called out all of Volta region? Akachi North. Have I called all of Volta region? What? Keta South, come and sit down. No, come and be sworn in. All Volta region, come in and be sworn in. Thank you.
That the evidence I shall give before this committee. Touching the matter in issue. Shall be the truth. The whole truth. And nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Let's have whole municipal. Whole municipal. Before you introduce yourself, the regional minister wants to make a statement.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, members. I want to thank you very much for the opportunity. Volta region, all the infractions that we've identified, in fact, together with the coordinating director and other technocrats, we met with the MMDAs and trash out this out with the auditors. And I also want to say that we are determined that these infractions do not occur again. And the measures we are taking to ensure that this do not happen, one is to build a capacity of these MMDAs to be able to handle these infractions head on, and no lazy approach to these things, because some of the things, instead of them handling them immediately, they try to leave them on their desk, and in the end, it tends to be a different thing for the MMDAs. And then also support the strengthen our monitoring and evaluation at the regional coordinating council level, and we'll be able to avoid these infractions going into the future. Myself, I have a track record with this committee. In 2014, when I was a district chief executive and appeared before the Public Accounts Committee, the then chair, Honorable Ajima Menu, commended me very well for, doing a great job. When you Google James Gunu at Park, you will see the evidence over there. So I want to thank you very much and also assure you that these things have been dealt with, and we will take the necessary steps to ensure that they do not recur going into the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Showing up at PAC doesn't necessarily even mean that you've done anything wrong. Sometimes we are here to review your financial statement, those kind of things. So, thank you very much with your good practices. Now, whole municipal, introduce yourself to the committee.
But I must say that this is the only regional minister who has appeared on this committee to tell us that truly he met you, you've gone through your infractions. We've been to Temale, where we met all the 5 northern regions. We went to Takrade, we went to Kumasi, and then we are here. I'm not surprised because at the time he appeared before the Public Accounts Committee, I was also a member of the Public Accounts Committee. So that's where I know him from. And this is what we should do. We should all own the process and help to keep our monies and help us to also, the little that we claim we don't have much, but the little that we have, help us use it efficiently. So, Minister, I'm very grateful, and we, the committee, we are also happy with what you have done. You mentioned 2 things. That one, what you are going to do moving forward is to build the capacity of your people, and also you are going to increase monitoring and evaluation. If you are able to do this to a tune of 60–70%, most of the infractions that your people are being cited for will be a thing of the past. So we encourage you to do that, and we look forward to that resulting in a huge drop in the infractions that Volta region is cited for. So thank you very much.
My pleasure.
No, you won't speak. Let him do it. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Stephen Adum. I'm the MC.
My name is Henry Yao Amasimaku, Coordinating Director.
My name is Peace Adoni Adogan, Finance Officer.
My name is Harrison Kwashi, Internal Auditor.
Oh, Chair, I just want to tell you that the coordinating director is my uncle, my mom. So I want to issue that. Yes.
So I will not allow you to ask him any questions. Okay, your first infraction is on paragraph 491. And Honorable Akwesi Kwenedo will handle that one.
Chairman, thank you. Welcome. Hope the bills and demand notices you raised for 2024, there is an outstanding of about 862,000 in referencing of about 309 defaulters. What is the status of collection of these revenue?
Chair, thank you. We've been able to collect 676,889.44 with a balance of 25,289.44. And this is in relation to some of our tenants. We have duly issued demand notices on them, and we are in the process of collecting the balance. Thank you.
Have you made evidence of this known to the auditors? There is 600,000 you've been able to collect.
Yes, Chair.
Auditors, can you please confirm for us if they've been able to recover that amount of 600,000 Ghana cedis?
Honorable Chair, the actual recovery is 836,992 out of the 862,281.44, leaving a balance of 25,289.44. Thank you.
Director, it seems your figures of recovery is in variance with that of the auditors.
I think the auditors are right. I have it here. It says.
They are right?
Yes, please.
And yours was wrong?
Yes. They are right.
Okay. But let me ask, are these recoveries in relation to 2024 Or is it that is an amount of money that you've collected over 2025, that payment has been made out of that to defray that?
Chair, thank you. It was a recovery of 2024 outstanding.
So it means for 2025, they've made payment in relation to bills that you've issued to them?
Yes, please.
And there are no outstandings for 2025 primarily?
There are some balances to collect.
Try and do that also, so that that doesn't appear again in the next Auditor General's report.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. The next infraction is on paragraph 495. An Honorable Frankie Aboa will handle that one. It's on unaccounted revenue.
Home Municipal, you had 16 revenue collectors, and they collected 193,702,000. Okay, let me take it again. Home Municipal, you had 16 collectors, revenue collectors. They collected 193,702.56, but they didn't account for it. What happened?
Yeah, Chairman, thank you. This was as a result of the revenue superintendent who was taking the value books and then distributing to them. And in the process, they account to him to pay in. And that has been the process before, some of us assume. So we identify that weak control, and that has led to this situation. And what we did was, we have been able to retrieve some amount of money out of that, and initiate some actions to recover the difference from the revenue superintendent, an amount of 138,609.20. He has tendered some land to sell, but we realize he has no title. So, upon discussion with the auditors, we reported to the police for his arrest. And he's trying to document the land so that he can defray the costs, the outstanding in the book.
We are talking about 16 collectors.
Yes, most of them were accounted to him, but he in turn didn't pay the money. So the 16.
Was he the lead?
Yes, please.
And so the rest of them who didn't pay to him, have you collected from them?
Yes, we have collected from them. So the 138,609, which is outstanding on that, is
in his name?
Yes, please.
Okay, so how much left now? 138, 193, about 40-something thousand.
What is outstanding in his name is 138,609.
Oh.
Yes, please.
So the rest of them who didn't pay to him, how much did you retrieve from them?
With a total of 55,000 was retrieved. Out of that, he also paid 22,000.
So that will make it 77,000.
No, the 55,000 include his 22,000.
Okay, so the lead has not paid 33,000.
The lead paid 22,000.
Okay,
which is part of the 55 retrieved.
Oh, so the total retrieved is 55,000. The lead is 22, and the rest 33.
Yes, please.
Okay. Auditors, can you confirm, please?
Honorable Chair, they have informed us of some retrieval of money. We have asked that they provide us with the evidence. They also indicated that the said person was arrested by the police. They gave us extract from the police, which we have also reviewed. So that is the current status. Thank you.
Thank you. So the remaining 16 coordinating director, are you still working with them?
Yes, some have left, some are still at post working. Yeah.
Those who collected your money and failed to account for it, you are still working with them?
Yeah. Yes.
Why?
They have paid back.
Are they permanent staff?
No, they are commissioned.
So that's easier to relieve them of their position. If they collected some amount and they didn't pay to you, one of them even taking him to court. So why must you retain them?
Yes, we have put in some controls. So currently, that is not the case.
Okay, so I will advise that you fast track the process of getting the rest from the lead, so that we'll pay the money back to the government chest.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chair, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. You are the coordinating director, right?
Yes, please.
You see, this is my worry. If you look at the PFM regulation, 2019, LI 2378, and I'm sure you know about it, it requires that a principal spending officer shall ensure that a non-tax revenue is efficiently collected and is immediately logged in gross within 24 hours in the designated bank account. So we allow one person to collect money from all these people, and he squanders it. If he was depositing it every 24 hours, and there was some reconciliation done, we would have found a long time ago that he has 193,000 in his pocket. And it's not that he's going to sell a piece of land. Somebody dropped the ball in the assembly. When are you going to collect the rest of the money?
Yeah, Honorable Chair, like I said, we have reported to the police. And
when are you going to collect the rest of the money?
When we get back, because the police are processing him and he's also working on the land to sell.
Chairman, with respect, please.
Yes, sir.
Coordinating Director, how does the principal revenue collector account for monies that he also takes from those that he supervises? Because for him to be able to keep over 193,000, what was the finance director or the finance officer of the assembly doing in terms of the revenue books that they give out to them?
Okay, thank you very much. The revenue collector superintendent instructed the revenue collectors on our blind side, on the blind side of management, to close monies that they've collected. He told them to be closing at his end without our knowledge. The 138,000 that is outstanding, it is a value book, a GCR he collected long before we came, and he was using it to collect building permits. And because the GCR was given to him before we came, we didn't know that he was having that GCR in his possession. So when the auditors came, they noticed that the GCR was in his possession, and he has not lodged the money that he collected from that GCR. So
I'm sorry, let me ask you something. What magic did the auditors use to find out that that booklet is missing?
It wasn't a missing GCR, but that particular GCR was given to him not in 2024. It was a GCR that was given to him earlier.
Yes, but the auditors came in and found out that that GCR is missing. What kind of magic did the auditors use? And you guys at the assembly, you didn't know that that one is missing. And he was using it to collect building permits.
Respectively, it wasn't a missing GCR. But as I indicated, it was given to him. All GCR, our internal auditor is here. The external auditors are here. We have put in, some of these things were things that had happened. Like I said, the GCR was given before we came. So I didn't know that there was any GCR like that given to
Where's your internal auditor?
He's here. So we have put in measures now.
Madam,
the external auditors can bear us.
Time out. Internal auditor. How come you didn't realize this GCR? And it had to take somebody from somewhere, another auditor, perform some magic, and he found out, hey, there's a GCR here missing. What were you doing?
Madam Chair, please, as at that time, I wasn't in charge, though, but initially, it was 2023.
Let me go to the recommendation. Everybody will say, Naminiha, you wait. I was not there. We recommended to management to ensure recovery of the amount. Of the revenue from the environmental health officers with sanctions into the designated accounts of the assemblies. Otherwise, the coordinating directors, finance officers, revenue superintendents involved should be jointly held liable for the refund of the unaccounted amount. So, I'm going by the recommendation. The three of you, or what they call it, coordinating directors, finance officers, and the revenue superintendent. You guys are going to pay that amount of money. Thank you very much.
Chairman,
let's move on.
Please, internal auditor. Upon assumption, did you give any GCR to the superintendent?
Please,
did you issue GCRs to him?
Or
yes.
internal auditor?
Yes, the finance director or the internal auditor. Did you issue any GCRs to him?
Yes, but not in relation to building permits.
No. Did you issue GCRs to him?
Yes, I did.
And upon issuing the GCRs, were they new ones that you bought or the old ones that you came to me that you issued part of those ones to him?
Please, the question again.
The issuance of those GCRs, were they new ones that you went to buy? Or they were old ones that you came to me that you issued some of those ones to him?
Yes, those ones that were handed, that were there before I came, I issued, and we also bought new ones.
So that is where I would want to come from. So it means that there are serializations to all of these GCRs that you ought to have recalled to find out. Do you understand? So you obviously cannot say it was given to him when you were not there. You came to meet some of them, and that same ones, you gave some of them out to them also, without recourse to those ones in your books that have already been issued out.
Honorable,
please be diligent with some of these things.
Yes, please. It's well noted. It's well noted. But the revenue superintendent in question, we having banters with him on these issues even before.
Madam, let's move on. Auditors. Those people you recommended who should pay that amount, they are going to pay. And I give them 60 days to pay this 135,000. However they collected from whoever, I don't care. You had a job to do. You weren't supervising what you were supposed to do. When you know a big men and women, assembly hall, do your job. Pay the money, 135. Whatever when he sells his land, that's your problem. Let's move on to the next infraction. Who you can tell that you are leading in these infractions. Let's go with another infraction over here on paragraph 500. Honorable Enim, and Enim will handle that one.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. This infraction has to do with some unpresented value books, and auditors made recommendations that Lao Municipal should recover all these from the revenue collectors of the assembly. What has been done to date?
Honorable Chair, thank you. The books have been retrieved and duly shown to the auditors.
Has there been any sanctions applied to the officers?
Yeah, the officer in question has been relieved of his duty.
Auditors, can you confirm if these books have been recovered?
Yes, Honorable Chair, that has been done, and the matter is resolved now. Thank you.
Final one to Home Municipal. How often do you check these GCR booklets?
Thank you. Regularly, as is distributed to the collectors, before you get another one, the internal auditors must clear you before another GCR is issued to you. That's the practice now.
So that's your internal control measures?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
And I believe that once you have confirmed at the committee, next year when you appear here on this infraction, we'll hold you to that. Okay, thank you.
This Laurel Park value books, this person had, or the group, had 50 of them for Laurel Park, given to people. 50. If all the cars in Ghana came to Ho, would you need 50 booklets? And you don't follow up on it. When you pay out of your pocket, you will learn something. Okay. So,
Internal auditor, I would like to find out from, do you have a book that take inventory of all these GCR booklets?
Madam Chair, yes, please. Yes, please.
So if one is missing, you can identify from the book.
We have it in a series, so it's 100 in a pack. So what we do is, superintendent receive it from the stock register, now issue it to the collectors, and collectors close to superintendent before, that's the problem.
all right, the next infraction is on paragraph 504, and Honorable Nasser will handle that one.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Home Municipal, this is about unsupported payments. Meaning you made some payments without relevant documents, such as receipts or list of beneficiaries or invoices. And it's totaling 59,715.02, about 16 PVs. What have you done about it so far?
Please, the payments in question, the receipts have been submitted to the auditors. Some of them were not about receipts, but they were about reports. For instance, if there's a meeting, you are supposed to attach a report, and there is a different file for keeping reports. So we have made all that available to the auditors, and they have cleared us.
Finance data. The auditors are saying PVs, not meeting reports.
Yes.
I don't think they charge for meeting reports.
Please, in the various PVs, some of them is not about retiring receipts, but they wanted to see reports on activities that the payment was used for. So those ones that are with receipt, we provided, and those ones that are on reports too, we provided, and they had cleared us.
Auditors, please can you confirm?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the relevant supporting documents with regards to this amount has been presented and we have verified. Thank you.
Chairman, this...
Madam, why didn't you give it to them when they came over to your assembly, your municipal?
Yes, for instance, that of the receipts, at the time the schedule officer was paying, some of them, they couldn't get the receipt at the time they were
Why?
paying.
What does the law say about receipts? That you should go and come back later for it?
No, it's not about going and come back later for it.
So what
but
does the law say about that?
You have
that once you make payments,
you have to issue receipt immediately. Okay. But per my work, I don't do payments myself. So my officers, sometimes they know that that's what they are supposed to do. But sometimes...
Madam, you are justifying the infractions of your officers. Per your work, you don't make payments.
Yes,
yet
please.
your officers do it. They know they are supposed to give receipts and they don't. So we should take it as
no,
as
please.
That. You are cited for it. You come all the way from Ho to this place to come and explain that, well, you don't do it, but then your officers do it and it's okay.
No, madam, please, I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm only telling you what happened. You asked what happened. Yeah. And that of the report, we do not attach the reports to the PD.
Madam, what have you done? Moving forward, can you have a central place where you keep all these documents so that when the auditors come, whether you are there or not, they can just pull the file and give to the auditors to do their work?
Yes, so please, moving forward, they do not ask, when you are coming for any check or any money and you are not ready to receive it, even those who do want other people to take monies for them because they are not around, that has resulted in some of these things. I have instructed them that if somebody wants somebody to take any money, they should issue authority note so that when the auditors come and you, the person, have not receipted, they will not capture it as payment not receipted.
Chairman, this infraction is occurring in most of the assemblies that we go to. And immediately, they are not able to provide the relevant receipts. But when we come here, they're able to manufacture receipts and send it to the auditors. And I think you should look into it.
We all have assemblies, and this thing affects all of us. We know it very well. But you have the most infractions. And Regional Minister, we need to pay attention to the accounting office at Ho Municipal.
I agree with you.
It doesn't smell good.
Yeah.
The next infraction that I was going to is unaccounted fuel purchase. But I hear you've already given that information to the auditors. How come you did not log the fuel at the time?
Thank you, Chair. What happened was, as at the time of audit, that was when we were moving from our old site to the new sites. So the log books, auditors, internal auditors were working on it before we moved. Some of them were found. Those that were not found, sorry, that was what was queried. But subsequently, when we found them, we tendered them to the auditors.
If I have my own way,
even before the report came out.
If I had my own way, no assembly will move from an old building to a new building. If I had my own way, you would stay in your old building all the time. Because every time they move,
a missing receipt. So assemblies here, what does it take to get receipt when you are buying something? What does it take?
It's not that there was no receipt, because they didn't see the logbook. It's unaccounted.
Logbook. It's in the car. You keep the logbook in the car. That's what we do. You keep the logbook in the car. You don't keep it at anybody's office. So that when you go to the filling station, you buy, you fill it out. If the assemblies have learned to fly without perching, the auditors have also learned to shoot without missing. Let's go to another infraction. This is on Ho Municipal. Let's go to DACF. And the next infraction is on paragraph 619, And Honorable Cletus. No, Honorable Dr. Jasso will handle that one.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Ho, you are welcome. Ho, the Oxygen City.
Yeah, thank you.
It's, your minister has been a very good ambassador of your new accolade, Oxygen City, but you appear to have so many infractions. I hope that going by his word, you leave the talk so that that new branding strategy will work. The onus lie on you because you are the capital, and we all rely on you to set good examples. DC, do I have, MC, do I have that assurance?
Sure, you have my assurance.
Not just by word?
Yeah.
Sure?
Sure.
Okay. So this infraction has to do with unaccounted for payments.
How many MPs in Volta?
Contrary to the law, you honored some payments without the relevant documentations, i.e. receipts, statements of claims, and other related documents to the tune of, in fact, for 19 PVs to the tune of 264,140 Ghana cedis. What's the status now?
Honorable Chair, thank you. The documentation has been done and duly submitted to the auditors.
So, DCD, MCD, right? MCD, who also doubles as Honorable Gakpe's uncle. What happened? How come you made those payments without the supporting documentation?
Honorable Chair, thank you. I think it's a resemblance of what we discussed in the other situation. That payments were done, the receipts were not attached when the auditors were. Some payment, the receipts were made available, but the reports, activity report, like the statement of claim, was not attached. So we were able to retrieve those ones and attach it, duly submitted to the auditors.
Auditors, can you confirm, please?
Honorable Chair, the documents subsequently were provided and we have duly verified them. Thank you.
Chair, that will be all from me. Thank you.
All right, Ho, let's see. Oh, they have another one. Yes, on paragraph 638. And Honorable Cletus will handle that one.
Thank you, Chair. Whole municipality, this infraction has to do with undeducted tax and unremitted tax. You know the income tax law, section 116, 117. Why did you not deduct the taxes? Withholding tax. You fail to deduct the tax and you've not remitted the Commissioner General account to. Why?
Honorable Chair, thank you. Yes, this happened as they were doing the payments. So subsequently, the deductions were done and payment effected and the receipts made available to the auditors.
Auditors, can you confirm this is in connection with 12 transactions? Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, the taxes have been remitted to the GRA. Thank you.
Thank you, Director, and the MC.
Right, Ho, you are finally done. You are the new MC, right?
Yes, sir.
You see, the former people who were there did not help. Now is your turn. Make sure you open your eyes. So.
Sure.
You.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. You are discharged.
Thank you.
Now let's call South Tongu. Yes. Yes.
Chair, you are
Please introduce yourself to the committee.
My name is Haruna Isako, internal auditor.
I am Brian Masibu Moro, district coordinating director.
Victoria Jeklu, the DCE.
I'm Constant Atama, finance officer.
All right, you are welcome.
Thank you.
South Tongu, your infraction is on paragraph 516, and okay, I will take it. Failure to pay pension contributions of temporary staff. Tier 1, Tier 2, total contribution should be about 11,000. Have you paid it?
Yes, Honorable Chair, it has been paid.
But why did you delay on it?
Yes, Honorable Chair, at the time of payment of salaries, we were not having enough funds, so we decided to pay the salaries while we mobilized to pay the Tier 1 and 2.
South Tongu, Tier 1, Tier 2. When it comes to taxes or contributions, watch it. Let's go to the next infraction on the DACF. And it's on paragraph 638. And Honorable Cletus will ask that question.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, this infraction has to do with taxes deducted and not remitted. About 28 transactions that you did. I don't know why you should be charged or you should have this infraction or this money that you deduct at source. And you know there's a law that you must pay 15 days before the month end. So if you deduct this money, why do you keep it till auditors come to flag it? I don't understand. Can you explain to us?
Yes, thank you very much, Honorable Chair. Yes, the total amount of 20,909 Ghana cedis has been paid, not the 25,000 stated in the Auditor General report. However, during the payment of these suppliers, we were not having enough funds to pay the taxes. Some of them were part payment. So we said, fine, let's pay. When we are doing the final payment, at least, then we deduct the tax and pay.
Wrong.
Yes.
Totally wrong. If you are doing part payment, you should take the tax. It's wrong. You cannot defer payment of a tax of an agency, a supplier. No, you cannot do that. If that is the practice, you need to stop it. If you owe a supplier, say 40,000, and you have reasons to pay the supplier 20,000, you should take the tax component.
Yes.
So that when you are paying the rest of the money, you take the other one. But you cannot defer payment of tax when you are paying a supplier that you owe. It's not done anywhere.
Well noted.
Auditors, can you confirm this?
Honorable Chair, the amount was reconciled to 20,909, which has been remitted to the GRA. Thank you.
All right, South, Tongu, you are discharged.
We are most grateful, Honorable Chair.
Thank you.
Honorable Chair, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Madam. Now let's call Keta Municipal. No, Keta. Please, have a seat. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Wisdom Sada, MC Keta.
Seth Oji, Coordinating Director.
Ransford Usu, Finance Officer. Harrison Selom Adibli, Internal Auditor.
All right. Your first infraction is on paragraph 491, and Honorable Akwesi Kunedu will handle that one.
Keta, welcome. Keta, you failed to collect an amount of 226,000 from 199 defaulters. What is the status of this collection?
I will allow the finance officer to.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. As at yesterday, we were able to collect 195,249 Ghana cedi, 91 pesos, leaving a balance of 31,173 Ghana cedi, 52 pesos. So that is the status as at yesterday.
That is as at yesterday?
Yes, please.
Have you shown evidence of this to the auditors?
Yes, please.
When did you show the evidence to the auditors? Finance?
Yes.
When was the evidence shown to the auditors?
Yesterday, please.
Yesterday?
Yes, please.
What time?
Yesterday in the evening.
In the evening?
Yes, please.
Does it sound well to you? The evidence you gave to the auditors last night?
No. Honorable Chair, we've been doing updates. We've been giving this, but as of last night, we gave them an updated this and.
If you weren't coming to public accounts, would you have given it to them last night?
No, we've been giving them updates. They've been doing follow-ups, and we've been giving them updates, please.
Any evidence last night?
Yes, Honorable Chair, my understanding from the DA, they provided the evidence to him. And in total, we have 195,249.91 to have been recovered, leaving a balance of 31,173.52. Thank you.
I hope by tomorrow morning you will give the rest to them. Once you do them in the night and in the morning.
But I mean, just for people to appreciate the kind of work the public account, just by mere invitation, you rush to get these monies paid to the state. But within the last month, are you able to tell us how much collection you got in the last month?
Thank you, Chair. The last update we gave them was after December, and then that was in January. Then,
so as of December, as of January, how much had you collected?
That was in 195,249 Ghana cedi, 91 pesos.
Okay.
But yesterday, we made a follow-up to GCB Bank, Keta branch, for our property rate, which is also outstanding. It's also part of the 31,000 Ghana cedi. And we were not successful, so I gave the update after the visit today. GCB Bank.
Is that as of January it was 195,000?
Thank you.
So, Chair, the MC is my party chairman as well as my campaign coordinator. So I will put it on record. My campaign coordinator. There's nothing wrong with that. Chair, you can move on.
All right, the next infraction is on paragraph 500. And Honorable NSNIMO handled that one.
Thank you, Chair. Not at all, not at all. Keta Municipal, the auditor cited you for unpresented value books. And in your case, there are 6 booklets that were unpresented at the time of the audit. Can you give us a status update as to where we are?
Thank you, Chair. These value books were with the zonal councils, so they were later on retrieved and presented to the auditors. Thank you.
Auditors, can you confirm if these books have been retrieved?
Yes, Honorable Chair. The books were presented to us later on and we have reviewed. Thank you.
Honorable MC, do you maintain a register of these value books?
Yes, previously there were no registered, but through the hard work of my finance officer, we are now having good registers.
The head of the entity, I want to know what internal controls tracks the issuance and the usage of these books.
That is why now we have the issue logbook that when they are issued, they are registered. When they are returned, they are audited and also stock registered.
What is the frequency for these checks, the frequency?
The frequency is that monthly they do that. And I also make a follow-up. So everything about that is now working well.
So as it stands now, there are no unpresented value books in your 2025 report, and there are no missing GCRs?
No, not at all.
We'll take your word.
Oh, sorry. Honorable MC, an answer you gave begs a question. Your finance guy was there at the time of the audit, wasn't he?
He was there, but
he was there.
These books were issued before he came.
Let me go to him. Let me go to him. Finance officer, you were there at the time of the audit.
Yes, please.
And there was you didn't have any register to account for the value books. How come that this new guy has come and now you have a register for the value books?
Chairman, please, Chairman.
Oh, I was asking him.
I just want to clarify some point.
Yes.
This issue happened before he came. So when he came, he introduced the stock register.
When I asked him, he said he was there at the time of the audit.
He was there, but he introduced these things before, but the books got missing before he came.
So he has a register. He had a register.
Yes.
And it got missing.
Not that time. Upon the discovery of these things, he then introduced this stock register and everything before these infractions were detected.
Because you made a comment. You made a comment that it was when you came, then you use an adverb to describe him, something like my able or maybe Beji Yami MC finance guy. Okay. He was the same guy who didn't have the register.
No, sir. No, sir. Please, may I, Mr. Chairman, what yes, I did say was that he introduced these measures in place. Yes, those things were not there. So he introduced these things and he briefed me on it. So when I was asked, I can only refer to the fact that he introduced the measures. Yeah.
Keta, you are discharged.
Thank you, sir.
What is
Other clue.
Look at Akwesi. We a bad boy. We a bad boy. Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, the Adaklu DCE is not here because whilst he was coming, there was some disaster in the district. So, yeah.
Regional Minister, we will take it. The difference between this one and the other one that we didn't take was the other one, they just didn't even inform us. They didn't tell us anything. They came and sat down. They don't have their DC. This one, the regional minister is involved. He has known about the accident, so we'll take you. Introduce yourself to the committee, please. Put on your mic and then let's talk.
Courage Gojo, District Planning Officer.
Sylvester Aite, Coordinating Director, and District.
9-5. And Honorable Frankie Abo will handle that one.
Failed to account for it. What is the status now?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. The status now is the monies have been collected and paid to IGF account. So we made the evidence available to the auditors, which they confirmed and verified. Thank you.
Auditors, can you confirm, please?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the monies have been lodged into the account and the issue has been resolved. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chair, I'm done.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. The next infraction is on paragraph 500, and Honorable NSNM will handle that one.
Adaklu, this infraction has to do with 22 value books that were unpresented at the time of the audit. Where are we with these value books?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. All the value books in question have been retrieved and verified with the auditors. Thank you.
Has there been any sanctions applied to the officers?
No, please, because looking at the issues, it is not their fault anyway. So what happened was, you see, Adakulu is a very big area and accessibility to some of the areas are very difficult. So in time of the audit, we find it difficult to collect all the value books. But in doing the audit and after, we were able to bring all of them to the office and they do the presentation.
Okay.
Yes.
You are telling us about the size of your district. So how often do you get to check these value books that have been given to these officers? If it's that big and it had to take you almost 6 months before you could get these books, how often do you check these value books?
Honorable, please, Mr. Chairman, it's not, I'm not saying that it's big so that we are not able to track these value books. I'm saying that.
But you just told us that it wasn't their fault.
Yes.
And that it was because of the size of their districts, and for that reason you could not get to them to check these books. Is that not the reason you alluded to?
No. The reason is that you see some of these, even our collectors are even farmers.
Okay, so between the exit, were you at the exit meeting?
The exit with
the audit
auditors.
exit meeting.
I was there.
So when the auditors raised this issue, you had some number of days within which to get this resolved.
Which we did.
Which you did.
Yes, please.
And the auditors can confirm that.
Yes, please.
But then, at the same audit exit meeting, the auditors recommended to you to sanction these officers. And what reasons did you give to the auditors at the time?
Before the respect, we don't even have, as I said earlier, it was not their fault, and we don't even have them for
Did you explain to the auditors at the exit meeting that it wasn't the fault of these officers?
I did that. We did that.
And the auditors can confirm that?
If the district auditor, if the district auditor is here, he can confirm.
Auditors, can you confirm if these 22 books have been recovered? And then again, if the reasons given by the finance officer or coordinating director was given to you at the time of the exit meeting?
Honorable Chair, the books have been presented to us, which we have reviewed, and we are okay with them. As to what he's saying, I think the RA wants to put in something. I don't know about that.
Yeah, Honorable Chair. Yes, as my colleague rightly said, the books has been retrieved and given to us, but I'll be keeping those.
Mr. Coordinating Director, you heard what the auditors just explained.
Yes,
so
sir.
you have no reason to say that it wasn't their fault, and that if it was monies they were supposed to take from the assembly, they will make themselves available at the assembly to take it. But if they cannot present the books and you now give reasons for them that it wasn't their fault, then you would have to take all these sanctions in the future if they fail to present these books. So please, make sure the recommendations given by the auditors are strictly implemented. They have given you strict recommendations. Take the books, sanction them, and you do one and fail to do the other. And that is your fault. So please, next time, you don't come back here and give the same explanation. Else, the chairman will give his ruling, and the sanctions will be applied to you.
Thank you, sir.
So he mentioned that his constituency, there are some parts that are not accessible. When you have the road minister as your MP.
Oh, Madam Chair.
We are in 2026.
Yes. So
when you have the road minister as your MP.
The roads are being done there.
So don't use that as an excuse. It is your own inefficiency that caused you this, and not the fact, because they know they are supposed to submit the returns for you to acknowledge. So you see, when people go wrong, let's not try and make excuses. Because
thank you.
You knew about the terrain before you employed these collectors. You knew about your terrain. So respectfully, let's not use issues surrounding us to justify an economic infraction or a financial infraction.
Thank you.
Because after all, the road minister is your MP. Is he not your MP? Thank you.
Chair, I just follow up on your question. Are those officers still in the district working with you?
Yes, please.
So if they are there, the auditors have recommended for sanction.
Thank you. We'll do that, please.
Chairman, with respect. Coordinating Director, how often do you replace these booklets or GCRs for them? And at every point in time, how many of these GCRs do you give to the collectors?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Normally what we do is we give one at a time.
How many collectors are we talking about? How many collectors do you have?
We have 2 permanent collectors and about 20 casual.
So we are looking at almost about 86 booklets. 86. And we have just approximately about 22. So even if you give 2 each for them, and if those 2 are completed or exhausted, they would obviously come back for more. Don't you collect those receipt booklets or booklets that have already been used by them before you give new ones to them?
Yes, we do that. One of our challenges is that, you see, the tickets are more than the GCRs. So we keep the tickets in a sack. So even by the time we have to sort them and give them to the auditors to work on, that one too is one of the challenges.
Director, please. So are you giving this excuse as the reason why you could not account for? Do you know what you are doing? It obviously tells me, not as me, that you don't intend wanting to correct some of these things. You don't. First and foremost, it's not their fault. So why are you going to even put in measures to correct it? If the matter is not their fault, what measures are you going to put in to correct it? So they are not at fault. So why do you say that you would want to correct it? And now, you'd want to tell me and the committee that how you manage your storekeeping of these receipts is a challenge for you to be able to bring them out for auditors to verify. Director, are you still standing by this reasoning and this answer?
No, sir.
Oh, go and do the needful, please.
Okay, thank you.
Let's move on. Anyway, by the way, those of you who are not aware, we are live on Parliamentary TV. We are live on Facebook. We are live on GTV. We are live on Channel 1 TV and so many other social media handles. So they are watching you. Some people are sending in comments. But when you get the time, watch yourself on some of the social media. And listen to the comments they make about you. Other clue, the next infraction is on paragraph 504. And Nasser will handle that one.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Coordinating Director, you have another infraction, unsupported payment vouchers, totaling 21,640. I want to find out the status of these payments.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chair, Honorable Chair. All the documentation has been done. It is about payment for workshops, mostly, and then others. The workshops, when the officers go and come, they have to give us a report, which we normally attach to the PVs. And the officers normally delay a little submitting these reports. But now everything has been documented and the auditors are aware. Thank you very much.
Director, so why wasn't it immediately available when the auditors came in?
That is what I have humbly explained, that sometimes the officers, when they come back from one workshop, immediately they go to another, or they go for field assignment. And that is why it takes a few days for them to submit these reports. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Director,
are you sure what you just said? Do you stand by what you just said? Sir.
Yes, sir.
You said that the auditors go on a field trip.
Yeah, officers. Sir.
Officers.
Yes, sir.
Do you stand by what you just said? Let's move on.
Auditors, can you please confirm?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the documents were provided subsequently, and the issue is resolved. Thank you.
Coordinating Director, your excuses are untenable. So please, when you go back, try and do the needful. Please.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
The next infraction is on paragraph 516, and Honorable Gape will ask those questions.
Coordinating Director, are you aware of Section 63 of the National Pension Act 2008? Are you aware of it?
I am, sir.
You are?
Yes, sir.
What did he say?
I cannot.
Okay, so contrary to the Section 63, you're supposed to pay pension contribution to temporary staff.
Yes.
Amounting to 23,881.44. You refuse to do that. You contravene the Section 63 of the pension law. What do you have to say about this?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. The monies have been paid now into the pension contribution, and the document, the document is available to the auditors for verification.
So for the, why didn't you pay at before the auditors have to come in? Why? Can you verify this one? Their pension. Auditors, can you confirm?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we have obtained the evidence of payment of the contribution to SNET. Thank you.
So, Adaklu, your next infraction borders on Honorable Abna Asari will take down. That's paragraph 520 to 523.
Thank you very much. It has to do with your refusal to pay casual workers at least the minimum wage. So you shortchanged them by 586,000. I want to find out from you if the 11 casual workers you engaged, that your attention was brought to by the auditors that you had paid them something lower than the minimum wage if you've worked on it and have reimbursed them, because it's against the law, the Labor Act, Section 75.
Thank you very much. Honorable Chair, I will refer this one to my Director of Finance to update us.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Please, we have paid the money, and even to the extent that we have paid the arrears to them. So now they are on the normal.
Evidence of that?
Yes, please, please.
Have you sent it to the auditors, please?
Yes, please.
Auditors, can you please confirm?
Yes, Honorable Chair, they pay the arrears, and now they have put them on salaries above the minimum wage. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Yes, so the next infraction, Honorable Davis Opoku Ansah will take down paragraph 614 to 618.
All right, thank you very much. It's on your misapplication of your District Assembly Common Fund. You use 70,000 from your account. You transferred 70,000 from your account to IGF. And the reasons you gave to the auditors is that there were some emergency nature for these expenditures. Is that the case?
Thank you, sir. Honorable Chair, that was the case. But
That
now,
was-
yeah, it was the case. But now we have refunded.
No,
We have
but it's not
refunded-
about refunding. We understand that emergency situations will occur, but I need you to tell me, one, to cater for cost of training, your casual workers, servicing of official vehicle, accountable interest, fuel, food items, and training allowance. Which of this is emergency? That you have to go and take money from your DCAF for it. Which of the items listed here were emergency situations then?
Honorable Chair, we are sorry for that, and I want to add.
No, I'm not here to
unfortunately, we were not there at the time when these things were made, but you know, we inherit asset and liability, so we take responsibility, and then we assure this committee that such a thing will not reoccur.
Which district did you were you posted until you got to Adaklu?
That was 2023 or 2024. 2024.
Which district were you?
I was at OT region, at the regional office.
You were at the regional office?
ORCC, OT,
okay,
at that time.
Please, let's be mindful of these infractions. I mean, should not be in a vehicle from Adaklu to come and answer to this. Okay. There was nothing emergency about, food items, going to buy wache, you say it's emergency. Giving training allowance, you say it's emergency. These are not issues that occasion emergency. For instance, there's flooding that you need to answer to flooding issues immediately. If you take monies and you come here, it is justifiable, you understand? But you cannot go and buy wache and come and tell us that you took money from assembly, your district common fund to go and buy wache. So it's emergency. I don't think, I'm not saying you did it. I mean, the person who did it then ought to be advised. Wherever he's moved to, we should not go and deceive the DCs that we can take monies from our district assembly common fund for IGF purposes to buy fuel and watch it. Please, let's be mindful. Auditors, are you able to confirm if they have paid the monies?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the amount has been refunded into the
Thank you very much. Chairman, that will be all for me.
Thank you very much. Your next infraction is on paragraph 619 in the DACF report, and Honorable Dr. Jassau will handle that one.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. This has to do with unsupported payments and unaccounted for funds. So at Adaklu, you had 7 PVs amounting to 84,954 Ghana cedis that did not have the accompanying statements of claim, invoices, receipts, and related documents. And yet you paid the amount. What happened?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. As we speak now, all the documents, the receipts, and other documents have been done, and the auditors are aware of.
Coordinating Director, having been matched here by our very own Honorable Gunu, I know you have done it before coming.
Yes.
But my question is, how come? How did it happen? You can make payments to this tune without the accompanying documents. How did you do that? You just authorize pay, and then we'll come back to complete the file, or how did you? Then this is not just one PV. There's 7 PVs. How did it happen? Tell me.
For going forward, I personally ensure that before I sign any check, all the documents are attached. But
when did you take over as municipal coordinating director?
Quite recently, late last year, I think September last year.
So you want to focus on going forward, forward.
Exactly, going forward, sir. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so in a related offense, you also had unaccounted for funds, and this time about 19 PVs you advanced 140,000 Ghana cedis, 969, and then you were only able to account for 57,410 Ghana cedis. You have an unaccounted for balance of 83,500. What's the status now?
I think it's clear now, and we have submitted the documents to the auditors for their verification. Thank you very much.
It's clear now.
Yes, sir.
Going forward, how will we ensure that this kind of infraction doesn't recur?
Honorable Chair, that is what I said earlier, that for me, anything that comes on my table, I ensure that all the documents are there before I append my signature. Thank you very much.
You made an earlier comment, and that doesn't allow me to believe you on this claim. Your earlier statement that the officers are so busy that when they come from one trip, then they may not be able to bring the receipt or claim, and then they go back on another assignment and so on. But I can't reconcile that with what you are now pontificating. Because the officers will still continue on multiple assignments, but they will also continue to take money. Do you have any rule, any principle in place that without accounting for the previous money given to you, you would not be given the next batch of money for whatever the assignment is? Is that something you are considering?
Exactly. That is something that we are pursuing.
You are pursuing that now?
Exactly. If we give you money for an activity and you don't come and retire with all the supporting documents, the next time your check will not be signed. We will not, honor anything that you bring to us. So,
okay. Auditors, can you verify that this money has fully been accounted for now?
Honorable Chair, the payments have been fully accounted for. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Chair, that'll be all from me.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's go to the next infraction. It's on paragraph 623, and Honorable Roosevelt Hotoje will handle that one. Hotoje.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Adam Klo, your infraction here has to do with your failure to allocate funds to the substructures. Information here is that, contrary to paragraph 3.3 of the 2023 District Assembly's Common Fund utilization, you took an amount of 150,250.08 Ghana cedis, and you were supposed to pay 23,005 cedis to the substructures, which you deliberately refused to do. The auditors have advised that you should be compliant with the provisions of the Common Fund guidelines. Have you been doing that? And have you since been compliant?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. I want to state that those were the old guidelines that we have. The new guidelines, 2025, 2026, there are clear things that the guidelines say we should do. For example, 24-hour economy, education, health, and so on and so forth, and does not make provision for common fund.
DCD.
Yes, sir.
DCD.
Yes, sir.
I even mentioned the date concerned. I said 2023.
Okay.
I know that I'm a member of Parliament. Okay. I know that 2025, these things are different. But 2023, so provide me an answer to the 2023 question, not 2025.
Yes. I think we were doing it, only that maybe we were not able to do all, to remit all the funds to the substructures. That's why the auditors pick it up at that time, material time. Thank you.
So 2023, were you in Arakru?
No, sir.
So why are you saying that at Arakru you were doing it?
Because when I got there, I was briefed. I was handing over notes and handing over briefing.
So when you reported at Adakulu,
yes, sir,
were those monies paid 2023, 2024? Because you were advised by the auditors to be compliant with the provisions of the guideline. So when you were in Adakulu, were you told that the 2023 in question now and the following year, 2024, were duly released to the substructures?
Honorable Chair, no, I cannot be definite on that one, Honorable Chair.
Auditors, were they compliant with the provision of the guideline for 2023, 2024?
Honorable Chair, it is the reason why we raised this particular observation, because we realized that there was a deviation from that, and hence this observation raised. So that is what it is. Yes, nothing has changed. We are yet to confirm whether there have been any breach to the DACF guidelines for 2025. In our subsequent audit, we'll be able to do that. But as far as this audit is concerned, there was that breach, and that resulted in us raising this particular infraction. Thank you.
No, there was that breach, and they were advised at the time to find solution to it. So from the way he's answering, it is very clear that they didn't do it.
We have not been updated as to whether they have complied or not. So as it stands with us, the status remains as we raised.
As it was.
Yes. Thank you.
So the district finance officer.
Yes, sir.
Did you do it? Because these monies are to be used to establish and strengthen the lower structures. You have indicated here that your district is inaccessible because the communities are far apart. So strengthening these structures will help you mobilize revenue. Do you get it? Were you able to do that?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We are now able to put some measures whereby we use even our IGF to support them, because they also collect IGF. So we are using our IGF because this time, because of the nature of the guideline of common fund, that particular 2% is not designated for them anymore. So we took a decision at management level that we'll use the IGF. Those that they are collecting, we don't take it back to the assembly. And that's when we also have money, we still support them. Thank you.
I think that is a very good initiative, because despite the fact that there is a change in the guidelines now, these substructures must exist. And you in particular, the structures must exist to help you. So that initiative, I think, is laudable. So you keep it up. Mr. Chairman, I think that's okay.
Now, other clue. The next infraction is on paragraph 638. And Honorable Cletus will handle that one.
Thank you, Chairman. Finance officer, pay attention. You made payments to your suppliers and did not deduct the tax and did not also remit GRA. Why?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
15 transactions. You did 15 transactions.
Yes.
you didn't deduct the taxes, you didn't remit GRA. Do you know it's against the law?
Yes, please. Thank you, Mr. Chair. There's these things that I don't want to say when I'm here, whereby I say that I was not there when the incident took place. But this time I have to say it. I was not there, but when the issue was brought up, quickly we have mobilized money and pay. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Auditors, can you confirm this?
The payment has been made to the GRA. Thank you.
Everybody listening, you cannot defer payment of withholding tax unless you get a waiver or permission from the Minister of Finance. So you cannot say because you don't have enough money, then you pay the supplier without taking the tax of that amount of money that you are paying. So the percentage, any amount you are paying to the supplier, the tax must be taken. That must be very clear, and no finance person will allow you to do that. It's against the Income Tax Act 2015, section 116117. Everybody should keep that in mind. Thank you.
Other clue. You are discharged.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We need to swear in just 2 other constituencies. We have Dade Kotopon and then Tema Metro.
Tema Metro. Join them.
After me. I, Aisha, do in the name of the Almighty God swear. Do in the name of the Almighty God swear. That the evidence I shall give before this committee. That the evidence I shall give before this committee. Touching the matter in issue. Touching the matter in issue. Shall be the truth. Shall be the truth. The whole truth. The whole truth. And nothing but the truth. And nothing but the truth. So help me God. So help me God.
Which assembly is this?
La Dade Kotopon Municipal Assembly.
Introduce yourself to the committee.
My name is Aisha Salifu, Municipal Internal Auditor.
My name is Alfredos Nianyete, Municipal Chief Executive, La Dade Kotopon Municipal Assembly.
My name is Siegfried Kwame Ado, Municipal Coordinating Director.
My name is Abdullah Hikmatu, Municipal Finance Officer.
My name is Henry Asuma, Deputy Director.
Your infraction on the DACF is on page 332, and Honorable Gape will handle that one. DACF 332.
They don't have anything on DACF. They don't have utilization.
It's on utilization. Yes.
Is NS2 supposed to start first? NS starting.
So you go ahead.
NS is doing 336. But you're doing it.
I'm not yet.
Okay, Chair, I will take mine, then Gape will do 332 later. Yes. Ladade Kotopon Municipal, the auditor cited you for unpresented payment vouchers to the tune of 96,000 Ghana cedis. What have you done about this so far?
The Honorable Chair, the vouchers has been found, and we have presented them to the auditors. So the evidence is available. But at the time of the audit, those vouchers were misfiled, so they could not be found.
so I can see within right.
Was there. You pass it on to him. Let him answer.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
His office is probably bigger than yours.
Thank you, sir.
Pay attention. There's a lot going on at the finance office that you don't know about.
Thank you, sir.
The next infraction is on paragraph 243, and Honorable Cletus will take care of that.
Thank you, Chair. Let me, before I ask my question, may I know the IGF situation of your assembly? Last year, how much did you collect as IGF against the budget?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Last year we collected around 1,400,000.
How much?
1,400,000, 1.4.
But what was your target?
Our target was 1 million, around 1,300,000 and I don't have it off.
So you exceeded your
we
target.
Exceeded it marginally.
Sir, please, can you get closer to your mic so we hear you?
We exceeded it marginally.
That's good. Fantastic job done. So how come that you fail to pay IGF staff if you targeted, if you budgeted, or if you exceeded your target? How come that you are cited for not paying IGF staff? How do you want them to take care of their families?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think we were not able to pay them monthly at the end of every month. So, because our revenue, we said that it doesn't come in, but we have to at least collect for a number of months before we'll be able to get that much and pay them. So at the end of every month, it's no sufficient fund to pay them. But this time we are trying our best to make sure that every month we'll pay them so that they do have something at the end of the month.
Is it that it's not because it's not your priority?
It's our
but
priority.
These are people who they have families to take care of. And if you look at how much you pay them, it's woefully inadequate. But that is not what we want to say here. But for you to be able to exceed your target, at least you shouldn't be cited for this infraction. Lastly, have you paid them?
Yes.
Have they been paid now, up to date?
Yes, please, Honorable.
They've been paid?
Yes, please.
Can they order that or otherwise?
Yes, Honorable Chair, with regards to this infraction, the salaries have now been paid to the staff. As to whether subsequent to that they have been paying them, we are here to carry out that audit to come up with that infraction. Thank you.
Okay. Former DC one.
We are also a former DC. FO, I want to find out your IGF staff. How much do you pay them a month?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think the highest take a little over 800 Ghana cedi.
And the lowest?
The lowest around 500 something, 80 also. I can't quickly confirm, but I have to check and see.
So you can find out that these monies that you pay them, they are just like, I don't know how to describe them, but you also know that considering the cost of living now, these are not in monies that at least will be able to fend they and their families for even a month, even a week. And then you are refusing to pay them. So do you think that if they go to do collection, they go to collect money, revenue collection, you think they will do proper work and they will account all to you, they will bring all the money to you? They will not do it because the small that you are supposed to even give them, you are not giving it to them. So what will motivate them to be able to generate enough for you?
Honorable Chair, I think these people are the laborers, cleaners, and they are not the... Okay, excellent, thank you. No, because...
No, my brother, they are human beings.
Yeah, yes, please.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, basically what my colleague wants to say is that even if they are laborers, they need to be motivated to work. You need to pay them their emolument so that they can, put in their best. That's basically what he's saying.
Yes, please. And
District Chief Executive, make this your priority. These are low-income earners that we need to prioritize. So I just want to put it before you that take it as a priority. Don't let them be there for so long without being paid. It doesn't augur well for those at the top. These people sacrifice a lot. They are the reason why our offices are clean. They are the reason why our environment is clean. They do all the things that we will not have time to do. So prioritize their emolument. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Madam, you are the coordinating director, right?
Yes, please.
How long have you been there?
Since September last year, 2025, please.
Since September last year?
Yes, please.
Madam, you need to open your windows to your office. There's a lot going on at the accounting office, you and the DC. This happened in 2024. Look, 3 security men, they weren't paid for 3 months. How are they supposed to survive? Cleaners, 4. You have a laborer, an office clerk, Sarah Akun. She worked for 3 months without getting paid. Business development officer wasn't paid for 3 months. And you were there. And DC, you have come to inherit this. Let me move on.
Mr. Chair, as soon as I took over, we cleared all the arrears at the time. And from there, somewhere, I think July, August, we paid all the arrears that we met.
Sir, if you've ever been a farmer and there is a weed growing in your farm and you cut the top, don't think you've done anything because the roots are still there. They can grow up another time. And this time when they are growing up, the tree will grow up thicker than it was before. I will have more free advice, in fact.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go to DACF accounts. Guma Central, your infraction is on paragraph 220, and Honorable Jessel will handle that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Guma Central, this has to do with overutilization of the DACF on expenditure items. You had a total allocation of about 2.4 million. 10% of it was the upper limit to which you could utilize it on this specific item, which is the administrative expenses. You actually exceeded that and utilized 491,000 Ghana cedis on administrative expenditure. That's overshooting by 101%. On the face of it, it sounds totally financially irresponsible. What happened?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. During that year, our IGF from the beginning was not that much. So we spent a lot from common fund to take care of some recurrent expenditure. And that's why it went far beyond the 10%.
Mr. Chair, that cannot be an acceptable excuse. The common fund amount allocations were sent to you with accompanying guidelines. And in the guidelines, you are not expected to use over 10%. Indeed, it's clear, you used in excess of 101%. That's not even any small marginal variance that could be accommodated with this kind of explanation. And so, can you come again with a better explanation and what you have since done to correct this?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think our auditors advise us to strictly adhere to the guidance. So the following year, we try to do our best to make sure we stay within the...
The following year, you did or you tried to. What did you try to do? And when you tried, what did you really achieve? Can you tell us, please?
Now we adhere to the guidelines and spend within the percentage.
So in this specific one, the auditors recommended that you refund. Have you since done that?
No, please.
Mr. Chair, they have failed to, well, they flouted the guidelines. They failed to comply with the auditor's recommendation, and so I recommend them to you for further action and directive, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Guma Central, your IGF in 2023 was 1.2 million. Your IGF in 2024 was 1.1 million. Here you are, you had about 13 workers that you should use your IGF to pay, you did not pay them. And here you are overspending on your DACF. I've said it and I won't say it again, that we have a serious problem in your finance office. This is what you are going to do. Any IGF that you are going to earn this year, you have to pay 20% of it into
Mr. Chair, yes. Sorry to bat you. Just before you conclude on your directive, just to avert your mind that this assembly appears to have an overcapacity. And they have IGF target of 1.3. They've been able to meet that, in fact, exceed that marginally. I expect that the new DCE would have put in place additional measures to be able to rake in additional IGF. So this infraction of just 490.
for the assembly.
And what else? That's not all.
Summary, that is the contract.
So then you didn't come here prepared for this infraction because the auditors cited you for failing to ensure the contractor is implementing the other aspect of the contract, because here the contractor is supposed to provide pothole patching or solve all surface defects of the approved designated parking location, and you are not aware of this. And the auditors are insisting that you enforce this, and you, the assembly, you are not even aware of the terms of this contract.
Honorable Chair, you are aware, that is what I was saying.
I asked you to give us the terms.
The contract involved, that is why I'm just giving a summary of what we have in the contract.
I didn't need the summary, I needed the terms. Because what you've been cited for is these particular ones that I'm reading out to you. And you cannot even tell the committee what the terms of the contract is. So then, what have you done about the entire infraction? Tell us what you have done about it.
The contract, because of non-performance.
Non-performance?
Yes.
For which aspect of the contract?
The contractor couldn't do the surfacing, the demarcation as spelled out in the contract.
Okay, and what else?
Yes, for that matter.
And have they fixed the potholes and everything?
Yes, the contractor did do and then demarcate, but it was later.
Okay, so
yes.
From the time you were cited for this infraction, what action did the assembly take?
Assembly wrote to the contractor, invited the contractor, and then cautioned the contractor
Do you
to make sure.
Do you have the letter that was written to the contractor?
No, we don't have the letter here.
Then you have not resolved the issue, because the auditor specifically recommended that you serve a written notice to the service provider to perform the above aspect of the agreement. So if you do not have that letter, where lies the resolution of this issue?
Honorable Chair, even as I speak, the contractor is no more working. So it clearly shows that we have dealt with the issue appropriately.
Did you say the contractor is no more working?
Yes.
So that means the contract has been terminated?
Please, yes.
Then you should have confirmed that. I asked steps you have taken. You couldn't tell us this, and you are now just telling us that the contractor is no more working. So have you given evidence of all these actions to the auditors?
Honorable Chair, no.
Then you haven't really adhered to what the auditors...
Honorable Chair, I want to state that the contract was reviewed, and thereafter, the company or the PPP arrangements could not, continue. They couldn't continue with it. So we had to, there's an evidence that we have shown to the auditors that we have terminated the contract.
I was expecting from you to say, auditors, can you confirm if the contract has been terminated and if you are satisfied with the arrangement the assembly made?
Yes, Honorable Chair, we have evidence to the fact that the contract has been terminated. So they are no more working with the contractor. And our understanding is that the assembly staff have taken over with regards to this particular work. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, the next infraction is on paragraph 332, payment of unearned salary. Between May and December of 2024, there was an employee who went on steady leave without pay, but you pay the person. Have you collected the money?
Yeah, Honorable Chair, it has been refunded and paid back into the consolidated fund.
Have you given evidence of it to the auditors?
Yes, please, it has been done.
Auditors, could you confirm, please?
Honorable Chair, the unearned salary of 11,113.40 has been recovered.
All right, thank you. The next infraction is on paragraph 339, failure to remit withheld taxes. And Honorable Kinney will handle that one. Oh, Kinney is now on. Okay, I will go ahead. So what has happened to that one? Have you paid the taxes?
Honorable Chair, please, it has been paid.
It has been paid.
Yes, please.
Auditors, could you confirm, please?
Honorable Chair, the amount of 28,407.61 has been remitted to the GRA. Thank you.
All right. Now let's go to the next one. This is in the DACF. Paragraph 344. Misapplication of funds. And Tema. You use, wow. What do you use the 280,000 cedis for? Hello, you purchased a 4x4 double cabin pickup. With DACF funds, have you refunded the amount?
Yes, Honorable Chair, it was because the DACF and the common and the IGF is in the same. We mistakenly took the money, and later on we had to, when our attention was drawn to that, the fact that we have taken from DACF, we have to transfer back from us IGF into the DACF.
So do we keep IGF and DACF accounts in the same account?
No, sorry, no.
But that's what you just said.
It's in different accounts. But it was.
Master, because you said they were both in the same account.
Sorry, they are in different accounts.
Have you refunded this amount?
Yes, Madam Chair, we have done the refund.
You called me Madam Chair. Auditors, have they refunded this amount?
Honorable Chair, the last update we had, they had refunded 180,000. That is on the 5th of May, 2026. So if they have done further refunds, then they can let us have it.
I thought you said you had refunded the whole amount.
Honorable Chair.
Yes.
Please, the first payment was made on 3rd March 2025. That is 100,000. And then the second was made on 5th May 2025, 180,000. Totaling the 280,000.
Did you give this evidence to the auditors?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hand over whatever you have to the auditors, and they will follow up on it. The next infraction is on paragraph 328, and Honorable Dr. Jassa will have that one.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Ebi Bright, happy belated birthday. And we watch from afar the inspiration you give to the young in Ghana. So keep it up, and also keep governing Tema effectively as you are doing. I can see a lot is going on. Keep it up. But for now, yes. But for now, there is an overutilization of the DACF expenditure infraction that you are here to answer. In the guidelines that operated in 2024, you were not allowed to spend more than 10% on administration expenditures. You had a total allocation of 649,000 Ghana cedis, and 10% of that would have been 64,900, but you spent 434,000 Ghana cedis on administrative expenditures. This is way in excess of what you were allowed under the guidelines to do. What happened?
Honorable Chair, this particular overutilization of the common fund was narrowed down to a member of parliament for Tema Central. And accordingly, the advice from the auditors had been forwarded to them. So going forward, we would ensure that we use the common fund judiciously according to the guidelines stated by the Ministry of Local Government.
Director, I don't understand.
And I don't understand either.
In the published report from Auditor General, it says for Tema Metropolitan Assembly, under the rules that existed then, you were only allowed to utilize 10%, not more than 10%, of your total allocation on administrative expenditures. So here, you had 641,000 that was allocated in total. And so what you were allowed to spend was not more than 64,000. Yet, you spent 334,314 Ghana cedis, way in excess of 369,392 Ghana cedis, 96 pesos. How come? I don't know what you are talking about. Member of Parliament, they say administrative expenditure, you overspent, contrary to the DACF guidelines that were operating then. Don't bring any member of parliament in there. No member of parliament didn't ask you to do administrative overspend.
Okay. It's a mistake on my part. And I use our IGF to refund when our IGF is substantial. That is what we do. So after the audits, this is the observation that came, and therefore we have taken note of that as well.
So you've taken note, but what action have you taken? Well, we need to account for this one. You've overspent, and so we need to account for. In fact, the auditors make a recommendation that your IGF, same quantum, have to be paid back to the DACF account because it has implications. By diverting that money from the common fund account, you are actually denying common fund projects of timely completion, and there are consequences for that. Common fund projects may be delayed, they may be cost overruns, and you are, in the end, causing financial loss to the state. So it's not a small crime. It's not a small infraction. And so I'm not comfortable with how you are trivializing the response.
Honorable member, let me make it easy for you.
Yes.
You owe common fund 369,000. You are going to pay this amount back to common fund. You will pay 25% of your IGF to this account. It will take you 4 years for you to pay. But every year, 25% of it you pay back to common fund. You have denied the use of common fund for projects. You get a lot of IGF, don't you? You have so many things you have an IGF for. So you pay it. And auditors take note that they are paying it back.
Well noted, Honorable Chair.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Tema, you have other infractions. You have another one on the DACF account at paragraph 348, and Honorable OPK will handle that one. Failure to utilize funds for PWDs.
Yes, you had some 32,898 Ghana cedis that was earmarked for HIV and AIDS activities. And this money came from the office of the administrator of the District Assembly Common Fund. You did not use the money because you did not want to have anything to do with HIV/AIDS. Why did you do that?
Honorable Chair, the funds have been utilized and the documents are available for, and that it has been shown to the auditors accordingly.
All right.
Thank you.
But what kind of activities do you engage in?
Normally for HIV/AIDS, we do purchases and activities related to HIV, related activities.
Right. Auditors, are you able to confirm whether or not they have paid them?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the funds have been utilized now for its purpose. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman. That will be all for me.
And Honorable Chair, if I may.
Yes.
The earlier on the misapplication of funds, the 280,000. Indeed, I think I made a mistake with the fact that they refunded 180,000 5th May 2026. It should have read as 5th May 2025.
Okay.
And
all right.
Per the records, per the evidence that they have provided to us now, the entire amount has been refunded. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Tema Metro, you have another infraction on paragraph 376, and Honorable Duke Ofriata will handle that one. It's delayed or abandoned projects.
Thank you, Chairman. Tema Metro. Delayed project, in your case, is abandoned. Tema Metro commissioned an animal pond. It is at 90% completion. Payment of 49.93% done, but you've elected to abandon. Can you share with us why?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Yes, the project actually has been remodeled and awarded to a different contractor, so it is ongoing.
From the auditors, because you were cited?
Please, no.
Auditors, what do you have on record, please?
Honorable Chair, on record, what we have is that they have informed the team that the contract has been repackaged and It's in process. They are in the process of awarding it.
What is an animal pond? Pond.
Honorable Chair, that is, we want to deal with the stray animals. When they...
Oh, it's an animal pond.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Stray animals. Yes. What kind of animals? Goats?
Cattle, goats.
Okay.
Yes, all kinds of stray animals.
Yo. When your goats are more friendly. The other one is on paragraph 413. And non-supply, let's see, 413. Tema, you are supposed to get 8 containers and 1 skip track from Zonal. Have you received those?
Honorable Chair, they have provided all to us.
They have provided all to you?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So I guess this comes to the end of Tema Metro, your infractions. You are...
you want to discharge them. Honorable MC, you know, Tema, we know it's near the port, but the people of Tema have this concern. There are lots of haulage trucks parked haphazardly around the place. In certain areas where there are no lights, if you are not careful, you run into them. Can you assure this committee that you take a special interest in that, to curb that haphazard parking of trailers and trucks in the Tema vicinity?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. It is indeed one of our primary concerns. We've identified 2 locations that we're stabilizing and we're about procuring facilities, 2 separate facilities to manage the haulage truck situation, because we have about 5,000 trucks a day now with the expansion of the port. Thank you very much.
And how many MPs do you have under Tema Metro?
2 MPs, Honorable Chair.
2 MPs. And how is your relationship with them? We want you to really support them.
Honorable Chair, it could really be better because the Assembly will benefit from a closer working relationship. Especially with Tema Central. For Tema East, we have a very active MP, but Tema Central is a bit distant.
Who is
still.
Tema East?
Honorable Ashai Odamtin.
Is it because he belongs to your party and then Honorable Charles Forson does not?
Well, respectfully, Honorable Chair, Honorable Ashai Odamtin was once mayor of Tema.
Oh, okay.
And so the city is very much his. I guess that's one of it. But yes, the relationship with Tema Central MP could be
making peace. And so I want you to assure me that you are going to work together with all of them to make Tema better and better every day. So thank you.
Absolutely, Honorable Chair. Thank you, because that's exactly what we're doing tomorrow.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you.
She has 2 MPs.
Yes.
Madam, you are discharged.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
Now let's call Keta South. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Good afternoon, Honorable Chair. My name Ajima Raymond is my name, Municipal Finance Officer.
Benjamin Tete is my name, internal auditor.
Victor Nyonato, municipal budget analyst.
Yes, sir. Connecting data, we work together at KEA, right?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Wow, your beard now looks different. Okay, Keta South. No, was that, yeah, Keta South. Now, let's look at your infractions over here. Your first infraction is on paragraph 619, and Honorable Dr. Jassau will handle that one. That's utilization. It's unaccounted or supported payments. And with Keta South, yours is unsupported payment is 4,180 Ghana cedis. Have you supported this?
Yes, please, Honorable Chair.
But why couldn't you support it at the time of the audit?
Honorable Chair, per the records, there was a misfiling.
Come closer to the mic. Get closer, and then...
There was a misfiling that caused that anomaly, but that was quickly rectified and subsequently it was done.
Can the ministry organize a filing course for everybody that works at the assembly? Because misfiling, and the manufacturing of evidence, Auditors, could you confirm, please, that they've...
Honorable Chair, the amount has been substantiated. Thank you.
All right. Keta South. You have another infraction